On the menu today is a great recipe for your summer meal prep rotation. These are creamy cilantro lime chicken bowls. If you're trying to lean out for these upcoming summer months, this one can be a great option with less than 500 calories and 43 grams of protein. With the fiber from the vegetables and the protein from the chicken, you get a filling meal, and the creamy cilantro lime sauce is a refreshing touch to add on top. Here's how you can make it for yourself. Step 1 is to wash and prepare your rice. In this recipe, you're going to need 3 cups or about 450 grams of cooked rice. 1 cup of dry rice makes about 2.5 to 3 cups of cooked rice. Get that rice going with whatever cooking method you prefer. You can follow that up by making your chicken marinade. Into a large bowl, add 2 teaspoons or 6 grams of smoked paprika, 2 teaspoons or 6 grams of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon or 3 grams of onion powder, 1 teaspoon or 3 grams of chili powder, 1.5 teaspoons or 9 grams of salt, 1 teaspoon or 3 grams of pepper, and then 1 tablespoon or 15 grams each of lime juice, oil, and water to thin it out. Give the bowl a stir to hydrate all those spices and make a paste-like consistency. Then you can go in with 2 pounds or 908 grams of boneless, skinless chicken thighs and toss them around in this marinade until every surface, crack, and crevice is completely coated. Chicken thighs are preferred for meal prep recipes like this one because they're just so hard to overcook. If you were to use chicken breast, you run the risk of overcooking it, drying it out, and then making it not taste so good when it reheats in the microwave. To cook the chicken, get out a large sheet tray, spray it lightly with oil, and place the chicken on top with the smooth side facing down. This will go into the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 204 degrees Celsius for about 22 to 25 minutes. While your chicken is in the oven cooking, you can move on to your vegetables. Take 1 medium-sized sweet potato that's about 12 ounces or 340 grams and cut that into a medium-sized dice. The goal here should be to get cubes with about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch in length. Once complete, you can move on to your broccoli. You'll need about 8 ounces or 227 grams of broccoli that you're going to cut into small pieces. And while you're chopping the florets, if you turn them upside down and cut from the stalk end down through the top, you won't get all those crumbly pieces that you get when you try to cut a floret horizontally. If you use portions of the stalk, make sure that you cut them up really small so that they cook evenly. For your sauce, you're going to need about 3 or 4 green onions or 20 grams worth. Just roughly chop these up into small pieces to help out the food processor. Going into the oven first is going to be our sweet potatoes. You can add them to a bowl, drizzle over 1/2 tablespoon or 7.5 grams of oil, toss them to coat, and then spread them out on a lightly oiled sheet pan. Sprinkle the potatoes lightly with salt to your liking, and then add them to the 400 degree Fahrenheit or 204 degree Celsius oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. Moving right along to make your sauce next, get out a food processor or a blender and add in those 3 chopped green onions or 20 grams worth, 1 small jalapeno or 20 grams worth, roughly 1/2 of a bunch or 20 grams of cilantro. Break this up so that the stems don't get caught in the blade. Then add 1 teaspoon or 3 grams of garlic powder, about 1/4 teaspoon or 1 gram of cumin, 1 pinch of salt, 2 tablespoons or 30 grams of lime juice, 1 tablespoon or 15 grams of oil, and 1/2 of a cup or 120 grams of 2% plain Greek yogurt. Get all of that mixed up and spinning in the blade, and then check on your consistency after it's broken down a bit. You want this to be semi-pourable. So if it's not quite there yet, you're going to add a little bit of water. I added 1 tablespoon or 15 grams of mine, and this is the consistency I was left with. The goal here should be for a dressing-like consistency that you can pour over the top of your meals. By the time I was done making my sauce, my potatoes had finished up their first stint in the oven, so I pulled the tray out and tossed them around to mix, and then pushed them to one side to make room for the broccoli. The broccoli is going to get the same treatment as the potatoes. Add it to a bowl, drizzle over 1/2 tablespoon or 7.5 grams of oil, toss it around to coat, and spread it out on the other half of the sheet pan. Give it a sprinkling of salt to match your liking, and this will go back into the oven for another 10 to 12 minutes to finish up cooking. At some point around this time, your chicken will also have finished up its time in the oven, so you can pull that tray and set it aside until you're ready for it later. While you're waiting for everything to finish up, you can divide out your sauce. Get 5 metal ramekins and divide the sauce evenly between the 5. Next, once the chicken is rested, place it onto a cutting board and chop it up into a medium to a large sized dice. Also, if you have any chicken fat on that sheet pan that rendered out during the cooking process, don't toss that. We're going to use it here in a second. Once your potatoes have browned and your broccoli is cooked through, that is finished and you can pull the tray from the oven. Now look, everybody knows broccoli sucks, but one way that we can make it better is to take all that chicken juice on the tray and pour it over the top for extra flavor. This isn't adding any extra calories or fat to our final meal because we're already counting this as part of our chicken, so you might as well add it to the broccoli for extra flavor. Mix it all in, give it a taste test, and you can adjust with salt and pepper to your liking. Then we're ready to plate. This recipe will make 5 servings, so lay out 5 of your meal prep containers and start by dividing your 450 grams of rice evenly into each of the containers. When I eat this meal, I mix all the components together and pour the sauce over the top. So if you wanted to do that in your meal prep containers, that would make things easier. I separated them out here just so you could see the different components for the camera. Each container gets 1/5 of the sweet potatoes, broccoli, and chicken, and then 1 ramekin of the cilantro lime yogurt sauce. Each serving of these creamy cilantro lime chicken bowls has about 490 calories with 43 grams of protein. With less than 500 calories and more than 40 grams of protein, these can be a great option for if you're trying to shred up for summer. The written version of this recipe is on my website, or if you're a member, you can find it in your TMPMHQ app along with every other recipe I've ever published. If you're not a member yet, you can join on mealprepmanual.com to get access into the app. Once the meals have cooled, you can put the lids on top and move them into the fridge where they will last for up to 5 days. I actually prefer to store all my food in glass containers, but the black ones look better on camera, which is why I use them in the videos. And then once I'm done, I'll just switch them over into the glass and move them into the fridge. These are the Ikea 365 glass containers, and as far as value goes for a glass container, they're the best ones on the market. I'll link them down below in the description. So the next time you're wondering what to make for your weekly lunch meal prep, give these creamy cilantro lime chicken bowls a try. Okay, enough of this. Bye.